leading into our next topic, when I was talking about Rock Nation, we had some shit going on between Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z featuring Rock Nation. Over the past week, Nicki has sent out a lot of tweets aimed at Jay-Z and a lot of some of his assistants or some of his partners and who he worked with. And the main thing that I took from it, honestly, guys, and I ain't even on no bullshit because I don't really like gossip and shit like that. But the main thing I took from it is I feel like Nicki is hurt about something. I don't know exactly what she's hurt about. I don't think that she's owed $200 million from that title deal. I believe that's what she's referring to. A lot of artists, when Jay-Z was launching Tidal, helped him basically launch Tidal, and I think they got like stakes in the company and shit like that. But Rihanna, J. Cole, I believe Kanye was a part of it. Nicki Minaj, of course, I believe she was a part of it. But it, it was a lot of artists that was a part of that whole little rollout. Like for the whole Tidal launch, like those guys was there, and I think they had like some stake in the company or whatnot. But, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I know any thing regarding their business deals, but I don't think that you were supposed to get 200 or even 100 mil off that deal. I believe it was like 2 mil for each person and shit like that. That's just from the reports that I had read at one point in time. But like I said, I'm not gonna act like I know anything about how they do their shit personally. But I don't like how she moving. I don't like the whole going on Twitter and talking the way she talk on Twitter and then using the alleged or entertainment purposes as a way to be able to throw your bullshit out there and not get, sued about it. Because if you really was serious about what you're saying, and if you really feel a way about what was going on, why not stand on it instead of using, oh, this is for entertainment purpose or this is all alleged? Because you can't really stand on it. You really don't want to go to court. You just want to, go on Twitter and try to sway public opinion against somebody like Jay-Z. The issue is motherfuckers don't care, bro. Niggas been hating Jay-Z for the longest. First the Fat Boys break up. Now every day I wake up, somebody got a problem with Hov. So it was nothing new for the public to hate Jay-Z. When he was being accused of what he was being accused by Tony Busby and shit, they was so happy. People was jumping to joy to get the chance to say that Jay-Z did some atrocious shit. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't understand, but this is just how people is. They don't like to see greatness. But for Nicki, like with the Nicki Minaj situation, I don't like that. And stop using your fans, stop weaponizing your fans against people. I watched you do that to a TikToker like not too long ago. I was scrolling and he was talking about how he was like feeling that you was just basically talking it out of your ass because you won't sue, and you low-key threaten them with your fan base. Oh, Barbs, you see this, right? And it's like, come on, don't do that. Stop weaponizing your fan base. You try to do that same shit to Shannon Sharp because he being an older guy said that he thought that the queen was goddamn Lil' Kim. And for his generation or anybody that's around his age that paid attention to hip-hop, he probably would believe that. By the time you got into hip-hop, he phased out of it. He wasn't paying attention to it. So in his mind, the queen was Lil' Kim, and rightfully so, because why wouldn't it be? Or it could have been Queen Latifah for him. Nicki Minaj ain't the first thing to come to your mind when you heard the word queen in hip-hop. You might be number 2 or 3, but you're not the first person to come to mind, and that's okay. But bro, like, you gotta stop weaponizing your fucking fans. That shit is so corny. The personal shit that you got going on with Jay-Z, it is what it is. People say, oh, she's still mad because he didn't have Lil Wayne in the Super Bowl. I don't think it's that shallow. I think it's deeper than that, because this is the same man that paid Lil Wayne's tax debt. People don't like to bring that up about Jay-Z, but he did help a lot of artists, including Lil Wayne, for people that say that he's trying or he's tried to keep Lil Wayne down. He did want to sign Lil Wayne at one point, and that's just him recognizing him as a great artist. But outside of that, when he was not signed to Rock Nation or he was not signed to anything that had to do with Jay-Z, Jay-Z still went out of his way to help and pay off that man's taxes. Something that the people that's been defending Lil Wayne against Jay-Z has not even attempted to talk about. They don't even have like they can't even admit the fact that shit even happened. She sit there and try to use the people that Jay-Z works with and use Trump as a way to get black people to turn against Jay and shit, like, oh, what, the Hispanic guy that he works with was pardoned by Trump. Well, so was Lil Wayne, the nigga that you fuck with, bro. Like, so let's not do these games. Nicki Minaj, you don't have the cachet to try to pull these cards when it comes to the black community. Let's keep it a bean. Like, I hate when niggas do this shit. Like, they get into some issues with other people, especially other black people, and they try to bring the black community into it. Like, we're not the mediators. Y'all handle that shit. Y'all ain't fuck with us when you was going pop all those years anyway. You kind of dry now. Shit ain't as cool as it once was. You want to come back over here, and we talk about that all the time. So just chill out, in my opinion. Just chill out, calm down on this whole bullshit, especially if it's all alleged and for entertainment purposes. Because at this point, what is the fucking point? Like, what is actually the reason why we doing this shit? I don't see why or how we would be doing this shit. But that's just my thoughts and feelings on the whole Nicki Minaj Jay-Z shit. I think, for one, I think is pointless. I don't think that, like, if he really do owe you money, then you need to be taking that to court, not to Twitter. If he really do, you know what I'm saying, if all this alleged shit, all this shit for quote unquote entertainment purposes, if all this shit is true, you need to be taking this shit to the courthouse and not to the goddamn threads. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I ain't got nothing against Shorty. I ain't got nothing against her fans. I don't like people that have parasocial connections with these celebrities or entertainers and shit that live their whole life based off of what these other people that don't know you exist do. That's neither here or there, because she's not the only people with fans like that. But, you know, just keep this shit like hip-hop, man. This shit just look weird, and everybody in it looks weird and shit. It's her talking about his alleged son. Why does that matter when you got family members that have the history that they have? And you know people is gonna bring up your baby father. You know people is gonna bring up your brother and shit like that. So why even attack people the way you do when you have the skeletons that you have? It's just, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And stop using the black community as a crutch. We not here to support millionaires arguing against billionaires, bro. We struggling our damn self. I'm sorry. But that was my rant on the Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z shit.